Hi friends! Welcome to today's episode of Cooking with Elvee. Today I'm going to share with you how to make Chilaquiles Verdes, which I love so much. Now there's a million ways of making this dish, but this is just my version, so I hope you enjoy. You're going to need some green tomatoes, aka tomatillos, which they come with like a little husk on them that you're going to want to peel off and remove, along with the little stem that comes on top. And they are pretty sticky underneath this layer, so you're just going to want to make sure that you wash these really well. You're also going to need a jalapeño and a serrano pepper and a chile de árbol that I like to throw in there just for fun, you know what I'm saying? You definitely don't need all of these peppers. You can use one or two of them or even more if you'd like to make it more spicy. It is all up to you. You're also going to need some onion and a couple cloves of garlic. You're going to need some salt, some cumin, and some orégano. You're also going to need queso fresco, sour cream, and of course eggs, and of course tortilla chips. You can use tortillas and fry them up yourself, but I just like to keep things a little bit more simple, and these work just fine. I do get the unsalted ones because I like to control the amount of salt that I put into my dish. The first thing you're going to want to do is throw your tomatoes, your serrano pepper, jalapeno, and onion into a large pot and fill it up with water just enough to where they're almost covered up, not completely covered up, because then you're going to have too much water and it's going to take forever to boil and it's just unnecessary. So I'm going to put these on high heat and put a lid on them and just let them boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Here we are at about the halfway point. They started to change color a little bit already, but we want them to still be softer and we want the tomatoes to burst and everything to just get a little bit more mushy, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to put the heat down to medium and then cover them up and let them keep boiling until they are pretty ugly like this. Now you can see that the tomatoes have burst and everything looks a little bit more mushy and the color has significantly changed into this like really dull olive green. So after this you can turn off your heat, let them cool just a tiny bit, and then we can pop them into our blender. Now I didn't put the water of the pot in here. I just scooped everything up and then some of the liquid came along, and that's okay. In my blender I have about 5 cups of this mixture, so that should give you an idea to about how much I used. I threw out my garlic in there and the chile de árbol in there to blend it all up. And I did want to mention that since this mixture is still really hot, we want to take off the center of our blender lid just so we can let some of the steam escape while it's blending. Otherwise, you know, we might have a little accident with our blender. Trust me, I have been there and it's not fun. So just blend it up until it is nice and smooth. Here, you know, I just wanted to give you a little shot from the top, little bird's eye view. You can see some of that steam escaping and none of it is like squirting out. Keep blending it and then we are done. Look at how pretty. The next thing you're going to want to do is heat some oil in a pan and pour your sauce over top of that. We're going to pour our salt in, our oregano, and our cumin, and we're going to stir all those spices in until they are nicely incorporated. We're going to bring our sauce up to a boil, and then once that comes to a boil, I'm going to cover it up and put my heat down to low and let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes until our sauce is a little bit thickened. And then the next thing we're going to do is just throw all of our tortilla chips in there. I used about half of my bag. And then we're going to stir these tortilla chips very gently because we don't want any of them to start breaking or falling apart. And you don't want to over mix them either because you don't want them to get all soggy. This is a dish that you do want to serve right away so that you can still have some of that crunch in your bite. It's gonna look like you don't have enough sauce at the beginning, but you do, and you will, and then you are all done. The next step is to plate these bad boys. So I'm just gonna take a few spoonfuls and put them on a plate right in the center. Look at how delicious they look. My mouth is watering watching this right now. Okay, and then we're going to dress them. You can dress them however you'd like. This is just how I like to dress them, with some sour cream on top. And then I'm going to use some queso fresco in a minute. But you can also use like shredded cheese if you wanted to have it melted on top. I just prefer queso fresco. I think it's a little bit more light and it adds like a little bit of saltiness to the dish that I like. And then my favorite part is adding the egg on top. I like doing a fried egg because, I mean, I just can't resist a runny yolk. But if you want, you can put scrambled eggs on top or mix scrambled eggs into your sauce and then put your tortilla chips into the sauce. That works really nice as well. Now, I bet y'all thought I wasn't going to try this, but I am. And you're going to just watch me eat it. Or watch it be eaten. This did not come out spicy at all. I mean, sometimes your chiles, they come out really spicy and sometimes they just don't, and those ones were not spicy at all. So I would say with those chiles that I used, it was about like a 2 or 3 out of 10 level of spiciness. So just keep that in mind when you're making it. I would definitely, like, my preference, I would add like 2 more serrano peppers so it could be really spicy. Anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope that you enjoy this video. Please give it a like if you like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future recipes. I hope that you are having a good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. God bless.